Okay, Coach Richards, 3-0 loss to Detroit today. It looked like early on Detroit kind of had BG on its heels a little bit, but it seemed like maybe BG had weathered that, and I think maybe Detroit had the first 7 shots, but then BG started getting some offense. But yet then late in the first half, Detroit takes the lead. Is it more disheartening? Is it just the same as, I mean, you seem to have come back a little bit, and then all of a sudden they get a chance kind of out of nowhere and a goal.
It's a good summation, Mike. I mean, it's disheartening because we've lost again. I know they're a good team. They put up 9 goals in the last 2 games. Right. So we knew they had an offensive threat. I definitely think we rode our luck early in the game, but then we came into it and we were doing really well. We had 3 legitimate chances. Tracy Togba, Maddie Weidman, and then Megan Amon. 3 great chances. They did a good job on Megan's, and they cleared it off the line. Any one of those goes in, and we changed the game, and that's our big issue right now. We've played 3 games, and in 2 of them we haven't scored. But we've created chances. We're just not putting the ball in the back of the net, and it's as simple as that, but it's as complex as that at the same time.
I think you kind of answered this, but I was going to ask you then the second half, you come out a goal down, but really just the opposite from the first half. BG took the initiative, and you had a lot of chances in the first few minutes there too. I mean, did you change anything at halftime, or did you just tell them keep doing what you're doing and you need to finish?
We got after them a little bit at halftime. We told them the wins at your back. I mean, all the things that you're trying to do to motivate a team, to try and give them belief and to try and find something. And they did a nice job. And if they'd have scored in that 10 or 15 minutes again, the game would have been different. But we have another lapse at the back, and we don't provide cover for a defender. That defender gets beaten, and then Becca's facing a shot from 10 yards out, which I've seen her save those before, but what certainly wasn't her fault. At 2-0 down, and then we start to throw a towel in a little bit. And it's so disappointing. This team is a good team that has a lot of character, a tremendous amount of talent, but they're just not putting it together right now. They just don't. I don't think they believe that they can be. I don't think they believe that they're as good as they really are. And obviously a win will change that. But you ain't going to win a game unless you score goals, and it's as simple as that.
You mentioned Becca, and I don't want to sound like a broken record. I think we talked about this last game, but again, the scoreline doesn't look great. But really today, I mean, all 3 goals, you can't fault Becca. I mean, is she playing as well as you had envisioned?
I think she's playing great. I mean, she's come in this season very fit. She's coming very focused. She's coming determined. She's doing a lot of really good things, and we have great faith in her. Even though she's let some goals in today, it's not going to change anything. We know she's a great goalkeeper. She has the full backing of the coach and staff, and I know that the team think highly of her as well. But when you get exposed that many times, there's only so many things that you can do to keep them out. And I don't blame Becca for the goals at all. She saved our backsides on many occasions today and other games, so she's doing a fine job, and I know as much as anyone else she wants to shut out.
And then last question I had for you, obviously you don't want to lose any game, but here in the non-conference, you today especially got a lot of kids into the game, a lot of newcomers. Can you just maybe share your thoughts on how some of the freshmen are progressing?
Yeah, we're trying to get people in. We're trying to give them an opportunity to see what they can do. Haley Ondo got in for 10 minutes at the game at Illinois State, did a fantastic job and got a starting spot this week on the back of a great week of practice. So the whole team has to understand that it doesn't matter how long they're on for, they can contribute, and that contribution can lead to bigger things. So we're trying to give people an opportunity. We're trying to give people minutes on the field just to show if they can find a spark. It's a collective effort, and we're going to keep providing people with an opportunity until we find the right mix.
All right, Coach, and now you've got a week of practice. Then you are at Cleveland State next Friday night, and then right back here, Cochrane Field, Sunday afternoon, yeah. 1 o'clock against Niagara. So,
great.
Any final thoughts?
We'll work hard and hope that we can find the fire from somewhere.
Okay, Coach. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mike.